And we have some more inputs coming in on the story. Washington Post report has nailed Canada's lie. A video has been accessed by the US Daily which shows how Justin Trudeau lied on India's role in the killing of separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Now the video of the Sikh separatist killing shows how it was a coordinated attack and it was the Canadian police which was slow to react in this case. And the witnesses and security camera footage viewed by the Washington Post reveal a more complex operation to kill separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar than authorities have previously described. And at least 6 men and 2 vehicles were involved in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar outside his place of worship. And this is according to the video that has been accessed by the Washington Post and witness accounts, suggesting a larger and more organized operation than has previously been reported by the authorities. And members of the local Sikh community, meanwhile, say that authorities have told them little about their investigation of the June 18th killing outside the Guru Nanak Sikh Gurudwara. And they also say that police were slow to the scene and disagreement between agencies caused further delay. And several business owners and residents near the Gurudwara say that investigators have not visited to ask questions or request about the security video. We're being joined by CNN News 18's Abhishek Jha on this development. Abhishek, so the Washington Post has completely nailed Canada's lie that India has a role to play in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar by accessing this video of the murder. Could you give us more details?
Washington Post investigation has, tried to establish that apparently 6 people were involved and 2 vehicles were also part of the entire operation that eventually killed Hardeep Singh Nijjar outside his place of worship. As per the videos that has been witnessed by the Washington Post and the accounts that Washington Post tried to verify. And this suggests a larger and more organized operation than has previously been reported. Previously, we had so far been able to gather the information that apparently 2 gunmen, 2 assassins were involved in killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, but now it looks like it was more number of people and more number of vehicles that was part of the entire operation, which eventually killed on 18th of June, in the Gurudwara Nanak Singh Gurudwara in Surrey, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who was a dreaded terrorist and Khalistani, propagator. So these investigations are kind of throwing light on what went before the entire operation in which Hardeep Singh Nijjar was killed, and that is kind of also not auguring well with what Canadian government has been telling that Indian agencies' role were apparently there in killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
Also, Abhishek, on one hand, the Canadian government is saying that India has a role to play, but on the other hand, the witnesses have told the Washington Post that it was the Canadian police which were slow to react in this case.
We have seen Canadian police acting slow and with a lot of reluctance on the issue of Khalistani in the past. Also, there have been multiple killings in 80s on the issues that surrounded the Khalistani movement, where those journalists or those people who were killed on behalf of some vested interest group. The entire probe or the investigation could not find any conclusion. In the case of Hardeep Singh Nijjar also, there was serious lapses on the security on behalf of security forces. They were pretty slow in probing that. If Washington Post could lay its hand on the footages that shows 6 people and 2 vehicles apparently, why Canadian police has so far not been able to come out of any probe regarding that, and no sketches, no suspect, no photographs have been released so far that could establish who all were behind the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, and that is a kind of telling tale about the investigation this RCMP or the Canadian Police Forces are trying to do in the case of Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
All right, Abhishek, thank you so much for those details. Now, let's listen into some more reactions on this story.
Well, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has raised the level of tension between India and Canada to an unacceptable level. And Justin Trudeau has made them in public. It is good of the Defence Minister of Canada to point out to his own Prime Minister that relations with India go beyond the issue of terrorism, which is important, and other issues, other difficulties and differences that we have. Canada should review its policy of allowing foreign terrorists and separatists to use Canada as a base and carry out activities prejudicial to the interests of countries that the Defence Minister of Canada regards as a friend of Canada, having shared strategic interests.